Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Don't make a sound, fix your crown, you talking to the gods. Been trampled down, but now we rising up against the odds. Look, behold the two olive trees. It's real light in the darkness if you wish. There's bloody rivers and the plagues with the blood. Get wind from the spirit in the upper room. The heavens feel them gamma rays. A higher power to the sons of the form the crop. 12 tribes, Judah going first. Of the whole earth, I'm in the script of stomach.
And he said unto a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and also that nation whom they shall serve. And they will go out into an alien land. They will enslave them and oppress them as for 1 hour of the impious age. But of the nation whom they shall serve, I am the judge. What I told you, what your tribe will encounter in the last days.
And his dad, flying to Uganda, we reading about how black people are the real Israelites and all this amazing history. I'm on the plane reading with him, giving him nutritional suggestions.
And after this, it took all the life out of this man as a black barber, as a African American, as a blood of Christ, as a Hebrew, see, I'm telling y'all what it is. Orphanage is going to provide, first of all, the way God is, we already got, what do we call them, bed nurses? All right, so this is like when you go and get your ultrasound, they tell you if your baby's going to come out okay. In hospitals today, they would tell a black mother that the baby not going to come out today because we are inside. Us as 12 tribes of Judah, as a member of the Hebrew people, we are still inside of our genocide. 50% of all black deaths a year is abortion. And by the way, we blood of Christ. We blood of Moses. We're not just a color in a crayon box. And if we knew that, who we really were, we'd treat each other differently. We'd treat ourselves differently. So when you say, I'm black and I'm proud, like, but of what? What concept are we understanding? They say, go see the African History Museum. Why do they start when the boats came? Why don't they start with the drums?
When we was kings.
No, they don't want it, but we are kings. But the 400 years doesn't have to deal with slavery. It has to deal with the Bible. It has to deal with us being disobedient to God.
Right.
And that's why we farm land that isn't our own. Record labels, the NBA, Hollywood. These boys be scared. They be sitting there. Michael B. Jordan be telling my cousin, like, man, I want to do what Ye do, but I'm just, I'm right here. Or, like Kevin Hart be like, man, I like that. I'm envious of what Dave Chappelle could do. And then they sitting it at us. Me to him. Say this. Tech, blah, blah. He said this. He said that. It's like, boy, this there will be blood. Stop.
Your hands up. Your hands up.
The imitation race prophesied. Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 21. They have moved me to jealousy with that which is not Yah. They have provoked me to anger with their vanities, and I removed them to jealousy with those which are not a people. I have provoked them to anger with the foolish nation. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 15 through 17, CEPHER. For a father afflicted with untimely mourning, when he has made an image of his child, soon taken away, now honor him as an elohiym, which was then a dead man, and delivered to those that were under him ceremonies and sacrifices. Thus, in process of time, a wicked custom grown strong was kept as a law, and graven images were worshipped by the commandments of kings, whom men could not honor in presence because they dwelt far off. They took the counterfeit of his visage from far and made an express image of a king whom they honored, to the end that by their forwardness they might flatter him that was absent as if he were present. Revelations chapter 2 verse 9. I know thy works, and tribulation, and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews, and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Revelations chapter 3 verse 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews, and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee. Luke chapter 21 verse 21 through 24. Then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains, and let them which are in the midst of it depart out, and let not them that are in the countries enter thereinto. For these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. But woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. For there shall be great distress in the land, and wrath upon this people, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles, until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. Apocalypse of Peter, Nag Hammadi. But many others, who oppose the truth and are the messengers of error, will set up their error and their law against these pure thoughts of mine, as looking out from one perspective, thinking that good and evil are from one source. They do business in my word, and they will propagate harsh fate. The race of immortal souls will go in it in vain until my parousia, for they shall come out of them, and my forgiveness of their transgressions, into which they fell through their adversaries, those whose ransom I got from the slavery in which they were, to give them freedom that they may create an imitation remnant in the name of a dead man, who is Hermes, of the firstborn of the unrighteous, in order that the light which exists may not be believed by the little ones. But those of this sort are the workers who will be cast into the outer darkness, away from the sons of light. For neither will they enter, nor do they permit those who are going up to their approval for their release. And still others of them who suffer think that they will perfect the wisdom of the brotherhood which really exists, which in the spiritual fellowship of those united in communion, through which the wedding of the corruptibility shall be revealed. The kindred race of the sisterhood will appear as an imitation. These are the ones who oppress their brothers, saying to them, through this our God has pity, since salvation comes to us through this, not knowing the punishment of those who have made glad by those who have done this thing to the little ones whom they saw, and whom they took prisoner. And there should be others of those who are outside our number, who name themselves bishop, and also deacons, as if they have received their authority from Yah. They bend themselves under the judgment of the leaders. Those people are dry canals. But I said, I am afraid, because of what you have told me, that indeed the little ones are, in our view, the counterfeit ones. Indeed, that there are multitudes that will mislead other multitudes of living ones, and destroy them among themselves. And when they speak your name, they will be believed. The Savior said, for a time determined for them in proportion to their error, they will rule over the little ones. And after the completion of the era, the never-aging one of the immortal understanding shall become young, and they, the little ones, shall rule over those who are their rulers. The root of their error he shall pluck out, and he shall put it to shame, so that it shall be manifest in all the impudence which it has assumed to itself, and such ones shall become unchangeable, O Peter.
They claiming that I'm violent, because I won't be silent. They label me a terrorist, I'm waiting on them chariots. They hate us cause our birthright, hang us then ain't bury us. They claiming that we dangerous, but like knowing what they did to us. Jacob beat them 12 traps, now born of that angel dust. Loaded and I came to bust, fulfillment of these prophecies. You were just a grasshopper, ain't no way you stopping me. Plenty seeds, they still dropping, Father make a way for me. Real Jews, real news, UK's I saw them counterfeits. Synagogue of Satan, you're perpetrating, that's only half of it. Witnessing them doves cry, the lambs got their eyes open. Waking up these lost sheep before the 6 seals broken. No following the Cain's line, no dancing in the blood of Abel. Cutting the hair right off that beast, feeding off of Esau's navel. Yes, I am an Israelite, a rebel with a real cause. Following my Mashiach, by standing on them real laws. Negroes, we them real Jews, descendants of that slave trade.